This magnificent seven. They were only seven, but they fought like 700. Why am I thinking to sing this crappy song? Hey guys! Toby's a good boy, Megabird, Ninja Cred, Joe Fox, Ito, Sheeps, Wayne, Ninja Cred Master, Joe Fox, Duarte, Minato, Super God, Rowan, Ninja Cred, Lucas, Shadow Gamer, Nobody, Primitive. You know what, guys? I just remembered I forgot to change the goddamn, yeah, that thing. The thumbnail for the stream. So you guys always try and keep the thumbnail that we have today on for the reaction video streams. So at a glance, you guys can tell which one it is. And then I make a specific one for these. And I completely freaking forgot about it. Anime theme. No, thanks, Luxury. Oh, no problem, Force Biz. Lixbox. Oh yeah, thank you guys. I just had to change something on here, and I had it at live chat, but then I forgot to put it back when I made an adjustment here. Thank you. Molly says, I'm home from work sick today. Your face brightens my day. Oh, thank you, Molly. I'm sorry you're sick, but if this face is brightening your day, I'm glad that you were there. Pain speeches make me groan. I don't know, Big Green. I don't agree with most of the tenor or content of his speeches, but I think they work well with his character. I mean, with that whole God complex thing, and of course that awesome voice, I do think they work well. Hey, Em. Let's see. Episode I watched this morning. I watched 169. This is an anime chat stream, Wolfie. I'm in love with the shape of you, Charlie says. Hold on a second, guys. Let me see if I can change that for anybody coming in. God damn it. Let me just put up one of my other thumbnails. That's my bad. I completely forgot to change that. Let's see what one I have on hand that'll... where the hell are they? Live stream pics. Let's see. I don't have any... I'll just use this Naruto versus Pain one again. Yeah, let me put that one up there. At least so from now on, as people are coming in, they'll see a different thumbnail. God damn it, I screwed that up. They make hella bread. Oh, I missed part of that. Yep, sorry. Oh, don't worry about your English, Force Biz. You're communicating English better than a lot of our native English speakers, myself included. No worries. Tomorrow we'll be back. If not this afternoon, I got to see how my afternoon runs out. We might be able to do a request stream this afternoon, a maybe thing. If not, it'll be tomorrow for sure. I'm really amazed how... thank you, Matt. I'm really amazed how Itachi acts so calm every time. Yeah, man. Well, I really grew to... I just want to make sure I caught everybody. I'm in love with the shape of you. Charlie. Yeah. Itachi, that's how he's become, like a lot of you I know, one of my favorites. Once you learn about him, he's become one of my favorites. I mean, I would hesitate to say I ever hated him, but I certainly didn't like what I perceived to be his way of doing things until you got to learn exactly what his motivations were. And having that in the rearview mirror, I really like him. Now, what I'm curious, though, favorite Disney villains, Megabird? Oh, shit, that's tough. See, my problem is, even though being a huge Disney fan, you guys know how spotty my memory is. So whenever I, like, for something like that where you got a big slew of possibilities to pick a favorite, I know I'm going to forget something if I try and list a single top one. Being a big Toy Story nut, of course, oh, man. And then I do things like this, blank out on names that I know all too well. The, oh, my God. That's going to drive me nuts. The villain toy in Toy Story 3. The one that ends up strapped to the front of the garbage truck there at the end. What's his name? Lotso? Lotso. What's your favorite idea? Mine is being creative. Creativity is the basis for life as far as I'm concerned. I mean, whether it's for speaking strictly for myself, whether it's quality creativity I come up with or like, what the fuck is that creativity? In either event, yeah, creativity is it. Ram my rear train, impregnate me, SimCity, Wolfie says. And as Galahad mentioned, guys, make sure up here in the upper left-hand corner of your chat that it said on live chat, not top chat. Now they said, oh, I forgot to tell you this. I got on, when I started this stream, I got a pop-up, and I'm going to have to watch when this one goes live to the channel, make sure it doesn't screw things up, that now, supposedly, when you guys come to watch our video back, the chat, YouTube will put the chat up there. Now, it says I can turn it off, because I might have to turn ours off because we already have it there, and it might just end up clashing and screwing up the entire screen. But we'll have to see what it looks like. The only thing is, I would hesitate to stop doing it this way, though, because now you guys can see the chat as it goes, too. So, but it's going to be interesting to see what it does. I got to remember to watch this video when it goes live on the site to see if I need to change it. Now, what are you planning on watching any Naruto movies? Yeah, we're talking about that. I'm going to watch them. I got to figure out how I could go about them and keep everything within fair use. Especially, you got to remember with Naruto, because I've been through the whole conversations about why these qualify with fair use with YouTube, and they're comfortable with how I do it. So I got to make sure that everything I do with Naruto stays within those same type of guidelines, or I'm basically screwing myself if I do it any differently. But I missed it. What series are you going to watch after finish Naruto? Not really main settings. I'm going to put a lot of it up to you guys. But a lot of it comes down to what ones we can watch this way. Because there's a lot, like, for instance, One Piece, Dragon Ball Super, any of that, we can't watch the way we do Naruto. So it'll be a limited field for doing them this way. And then soon I'll be doing some review videos and see how you guys feel about those. See if that seems to be something you like. You guys, hey, and I forgot to tell you guys, I got the room pretty much done in the back here. Well, I got a few little details to do here or there. Hold on, I want to show you guys to it. Well, you can't see much space because chair's right in the way. But as you can see, we got a lot of the stuff up. Jiraiya's hair is on the shelves. The Dragon Balls are up in the upper corner there. And let me see. And up here, we got the katana sword, the silver play button, and a bunch of the other hangings and stuff. And then just off to the side, oh, and up in the upper corner here, right up here, those are pops that I've collected. The other shelf is for Spaz Kid. He's been lazy about putting his pops up there. And then over here, you can't see it, it's off camera, is my poster of Ceres and one of Papa Franco. Hey, Joe! Don't mean to bitch. No, but Payne's voice is way better than some. You think so, Joe? I don't. No, I haven't heard his. I've only seen bits and pieces of Naruto and Sub, and I haven't seen any with Payne in it. You know, Payne, do you hate me now? Shinra Tensei, almighty push. W was kind of smarmy, but still okay. You know what? Having watched One Piece clips now, when people say stuff like that, it's easier for me to grasp what you're talking about. Don't get me wrong, I never doubted people who said, you know, the sub is better. I assume that's just why they liked it. But having watched One Piece, it's given me more of a personal experience where I see that, because I've seen One Piece clips in dub and sub, and that's one case where it's like, whoa, freaking sub is way better. I just like the voices so much better. We should make Kabuto and Orochimaru be SDM fanfic. If I could draw it all, Charlie, I would. I would. Because there's no two would be more indicative of that lifestyle, I think. Wolfie says, why are you a fake reactor? Marco's right, assless chaps. One of the things I love about Wolfie's posts is stuff like that. He'll put up something like that and then just finish it with something totally random, like assless chaps. Oh, you guys are good. Now, subs are better, but Payne's English voice actors and that bad. See, I like the sound of his voice. I assume what Joe's talking about there, and I might be wrong. I think what Joe's talking about there is probably the translation and the actual semantics more than the voice. Because, yeah, I love the sound, the tenor, the depth of his voice. But I get what he's saying if the words are... Well, the only one I've seen in Naruto that's been pointed out to me, and I have to agree, would have been cooler in sub, was Hidan. the shit he done said, because you guys showed it to me in a stream, the shit he done says in the sub is way fucking funnier than the stuff he said in the dub. Goodbye, Curtis Candy. Hello, Curtis the Weeaboo. Brother E, it's getting close to that. But the thing is, you guys know me. I don't care what handle anybody puts on me. If I get to the point where I'm so into anime it makes me a weeaboo, so what? So Papa Frank would make fun of me. That's cool. I'm all right with that. Well, it's funny. Galahad said, Curtis, can I send you a thick 15-inch dildo to put on the wall? If you guys, let's see, I have to still be careful because YouTube makes this stuff very clear about things in the background. So let me get my fat head out of the way. Right here, if you can see it, partially covered by Pervy Sage's hair is the penis pump. And I had to put it over there because I can't leave it right where, even as far back as that is, I'm not supposed to leave anything where somebody might be able to read that it says penis pump, but it's there. Nagato stabbed Naruto and Naruto overwhelmed him. Today, Jeremiah, that's what I saw today is where Nagato sticks him and then Naruto basically releases some Nine-Tails chakra, and Nagato goes, damn, bitch, and is taken back. That's what I'm curious about, too, now. If I sent you a bucket of dildos, would you display them all? I would. If YouTube wouldn't just kill the channel, I certainly would. I personally don't have a problem with it. The only reason I can is YouTube's all uptight. And you'd think, of all people, YouTube would appreciate dildos being that, a lot of people running the show are dildos. So, yeah, that's another thing. I love these chats. That's another thing I wanted to ask you guys about. So, now what I've seen today, I should give, rather than just episode number, I should tell you guys exactly what I saw, is where Naruto goes and finds Nagato and Konan. And I saw him get stabbed. And basically, it's up to the point where Nagato just said, so you want to know about our pain? Well, here, I'm going to tell you. And then it breaks off. But I can't believe how wildly powerful Naruto is now. I didn't see that coming. I didn't think he was going to be this strong. So I'm wondering where he is at this point. Don't spoil anything for me, guys. You never do. But at this point, man, he levels up pretty good. It's got to be against any competition, just considering what he did by himself against Pain. I mean, he did have a little bit of a run-in from Hinata, but for the most part, by himself against Pain. Garrett says, what do you call a Naruto fan dropped on their head as a kid? A Narutard. Joke and roll still going. See, how's it going? It's going good, Garrett. Thanks for asking, pal. Naruto. Bylove says, hi. I stopped playing Skyrim for this. Oh, did I miss Bylove's post? Bylove's post? Hi, Bylove. Oh, you stopped playing Skyrim for this? Wolfie. That's good. I'm glad you're here with us. But at least Skyrim you can always pause and go back to. When people pause porn for this, it's like I really appreciate the thought, but I could never encourage that. Turthankar says Naruto is strong because he is John Cena. Well, if that were the case, though, we wouldn't know where he is at any point. And now she's barking at the cat. Who? Got to be her dog. I stopped watching a Fallout LP for this. That's almost like porn. Well, as you guys can see, and up on the shelf over here, I've got I know it's blurry because it's in the background. I've got let's see, the books to this side, the DVDs and CDs and stuff to that side, including Nickelback. Can I come be a part of your family? What's up? Oh, Molly, we'd love to have you. As a matter of fact, when I get this all done, I'll do like just a little room tour video so you guys can see everything. But I'm keeping behind me all the things that we love watching with you guys and all the things you guys have sent to us. And then to this side, behind the cameras, I've got a wall here. And that, I just went out, actually, and bought the stuff I need. I'm going to have family pictures up there. So at some point, I know, Nickelback came to me as kind of a gag. But I'm going to have all my family photos up here and all the family stuff on this side. But again, I'll do, when I get it all done, I'll do a room tour video. Carrot, what is feminism in early form? Mark. Poor Mark. I got to admit, of all the... Oh, I missed a super chat? Thanks, Jeremiah. Did I? Of all the... how come there's... Oh, geez, I guess. I'm sorry about that, Charlie. Thanks, Jeremiah. How come there's never acoustic children? Acoustic children? Or I'm assuming you meant autistic, right, Charlie? Wait, no, it could be acoustic children. You know, children with just a good sound vibe to them. I guess Nickelback is like subbed anime, absolute filth. I know Wolfie is consistent. Wolfie does not like subs, and he's always been consistent about it. He's always said fuck the subs, and that's it. Now see, I could, that was probably an autocorrect, Pew dude. And again, autocorrect of all things is because the world can't be autistic. We know better than that. Joe, I was an acoustic child. Even with Hinata's help, he couldn't have taken down Pain without the Nine Tails Rampage. That's true. If we can pay enough for Naruto to take him down, that absolutely, Lewd Angel. But that's what I was starting to allude to. Lewd Angel, allude to. That's what I was starting to allude to. I mean, in fairness, because that Nine Tails is part of him, when you consider his abilities overall, you have to consider it at some level, right? I mean, yes, no? Don't you guys think? And that's part of what makes me say that, holy shit, you know, his levels of abilities. And what got me too, this is, maybe you guys, and again, please don't give a spoiler in explaining this to me, or just tell me you can't explain it without spoiling. But now what got me a little today when I watched, now, Nagato stabs him. Naruto takes it in stride. And when he fires back, it's with the Nine Tails chakra. Now, what's the deal with, how is he able to do that? I don't really understand that. Unless I'm misunderstanding what he'd done in the past, he didn't have that kind of ability to just release some of that chakra to go and, you know, to go intimidate and encompass someone, right? So does he have more control over the Nine Tails after that whole experience and the whole thing with his dad? Isn't big compared to Luffy's current power level. It's way more, Son Goku says. Nine Tails was just pissed, so it was Nine Tails on its own, basically, Dragon Blade? Well, that could be. Okay. The Nine Tails basically did that on its own? That Nine Tails attack 16 years ago was holy shit. Going berserk, no control. Okay, so basically what you guys are saying is, let me get if I'm right this. No, he does, okay. Hopefully I don't pronounce your name completely wrong, my friend. Kashyap? Kashyap is saying no, he doesn't have any. So basically that was just the Nine Tails saying, on its own, saying fuck you, and going at Nagato. Naruto had nothing to do with it. All right. That's what I was wondering. Has a movie or show ever actually made you tear up? Surprised you kept your shit together through some of the sadder scenes in Naruto. That's a really good question, John. I'll explain that, guys, to you. Yes, I do. There are shows that'll make me tear up. For some reason, and I couldn't begin to tell you why, and I meant to explain this to you guys in one of the Naruto videos, because I know a lot of people keep saying, wow, you know, this is going to bring tears, this is going to bring tears. Very, very, and I don't try and block it, but just very rarely do I cry. And the reason that strikes me as odd is because I'm very demonstrative. You guys know that. This is one of the reasons why I love doing reaction videos, and I think it's fun to do reaction videos, is because I laugh easier than anybody I know. Everything makes me laugh. I just love entertainment. I love reacting to it. And I get really sad, but when I get sad, it's more internalized for some reason. Whereas laughter just comes pouring out, sadness stays internal. I mean, there's been some things that have made me tear up a little, entertainment-wise. Field of Dreams did. Toy Story 3 did. Toy Story 3 does at the end. That's brutally sad. So it can happen. It might even happen in Naruto at some point. You can't tell, but it's very, very difficult to get a hugely visceral response from me. And again, you know, I never want to put on a show or put on an act. I don't want to look a certain way because I think I should. So whatever you guys see is however it's being expressed. But I get it down like inside my chest. Sadness sits heavy on my chest more than it does more than it does drip from my eyes, I guess the best way to put it. But it is possible. There are forms of entertainment that does it. So Vegeta's sacrifice, Zabuza's death. Vegeta's sacrifice was really, really rough. That was a tough one. Oh, it's very possible, Pimp Daddy Balls. And then there are some that were sad, like Jiraiya's death, that didn't even come close to making me cry, only because, not because I wasn't sad. I was sad to see the character go, but he got to go out as such a badass that it was sad but not tragic to me. Grave of the Fireflies. What is it? I'm sorry. Pew Dude. What is that? Is that a movie? Is that a series? I don't think I've ever heard of Grave of the Fireflies, Pew Dude. But yes, like I say, certain things can get to me, and the two examples I put. Oh, you know what else? What other scene really surprisingly got to me is you guys are gonna have to help me with the name again, because it's not gonna come to me. Bruce Willis movie where he's a driller and they have to go up and drill the asteroid in half, or drill down the asteroid, drill down the asteroid, put the nuke in it and blow it up. What's the name of that? Grave of the Fireflies is a Ghibli movie. Oh, really? Oh, wait, did we see something about that? Clannad, Son Goku? Armageddon, thank you, Ito. Armageddon, thank you guys. Yes, Armageddon, that did at the end. Mainly, a lot of times when it has something to do with kids and parents, I think just because I'm so close to my children. But the scene at the end where Bruce Willis is saying goodbye to his daughter via the link up there, that got to me really hard too. Planetary Devastation or Almighty Push? Well, obviously it looks like Planetary Devastation is the overall more powerful maneuver, but I think Almighty Push is, if I had to pick something to have in my pocket in the Naruto verse, it'd be Almighty Push. It just seems like it would be more useful from moment to moment. Clannad is the saddest anime ever. Really? Really? That's interesting. Thoughts on Naruto and Minato talk? That was awesome. That was a cool. They did that well. I don't think. I like the fact that they didn't get over melodramatic with it. I think they handled that just right. You should watch Your Name. That's actually what is that, pal? Is that is it a short on YouTube? Is it a movie? Or Garrett's got another one. What do you call it? Oh, excuse me, guys. What do you call a German gang in the hood? The Gestapo. Jeez. Yeah, pretty much, though. Funny Mexican joke friend told me. What do you call 4 Mexicans in quicksand? Cuatro Cinco. I love bad puns, especially when a pun can incorporate another language into it as well. Fist of the North Star is lots of meaning. Does it really, Jim Call? I've heard a lot about Fist of the North Star. We've even watched some brief clips of it. That was one. I'm trying to. No, that's not the one I'm thinking of. But that one, I know we've seen some clips of, because I just saw it the other day too. I have it on a list of things that I wanted to check out, and I was in that particular section. I just saw it the other day again. Ponyo Lixbox? See, these are interesting to me. I don't know what most of these are. Oh, Jack Queen. What's big, yellow, and can't swim? A school bus full of children. Jeez, dude. Oh. I rethink my joke policies. Mexicans under bus now. That's the way it should be. For me, personally, I find the funniest jokes to be the ones that are, if not pointed directly at me, pointed at my own characteristics, or jokes that are pointed at the things that I like the most. I don't know why. I think because you like it, it makes the joke funnier to me. I guess I'm perverted that way in a lot of ways. Do you think Sand should come to the rescue? It's funny you mentioned that, Tirthankara. I was wondering if we're going to see Gaara and gang again. I think it would be to their advantage to come to the rescue, especially now that they're, they've got an affiliation with the Leaf again. Oh, Wolfie, that's a good one. Mufasa's death scene. Yeah, that was a rough one. That was a rough one. That was one that got hung up in my chest. Yeah. Yep, I agree with that. I forgot about that one. Curtis, do you think cannabis should be legal in all states? My only problem with you guys know me, I'm not a pot smoker. So I only have one issue with it. I mean, if that's what people want to do, that's what people want to do. I only have one issue with it, is ensuring that people who misuse it, who get blitzed out of their mind and drive, for instance, are handled properly. Guys, I'm going to turn over Spaz Chair for just a second. Somebody's at the door. You should really watch Devilman Crybaby on Netflix. If you don't feel like dog shit, I think. Oh, okay. I'll come right back to this chat. Talk to this asshole Spaz Chair. I'll be right back. Okay, guys. No concerns today. Nobody stole my identity today. It was just our staff is downstairs with my disabled daughter, and she ordered Chinese food. Okay. Chinese food is a way better interruption than yesterday's, which was me getting my identity stolen. You should watch Devilman Crybaby on Netflix. Is that an individual movie, or is that a Mr. Host, or is that a series? I have to make notes because you guys know I won't remember otherwise. I just had Netflix on earlier. Devilman Crybaby on Netflix. Yeah, see, I like any good storytelling. And within that, of course, stuff that hits you in the feels, sad stuff is, right up there. And no, don't tell me how cool Spaz Chair is, because fuck Spaz Chair, that's why. When will Train be featured in your live streams? Unfortunately, still, constant fuckingly. It's amazing. And it's amazing. There's no, because I have a fairly regular schedule. I have to, otherwise I won't get everything done. So I usually am recording at the same time in the morning, editing same time, so on and so forth. One thing I can guarantee you, there's no rhyme or reason to the goddamn schedule of the trains here either. Some days I'll sit here for, well, rarely it goes that long, but like now, we've been streaming for half an hour. And we haven't had much of a problem with trains. And then other times I'll sit here and 3 or 4 will go by in a 15-minute span. And there's no rhyme or reason to it. Because again, I do the same things every day. It's the chair. Fuck you. Fuck you, chair. Good job, Poppy. Fuck the chair. The chat is ours. Fucking chair. Renzo says he used to new jutsu. Oh, Cesaro, you right. Listen. There aren't enough C's for how thick my ass is. Spaz Chair, please impregnate all of us with your dick. Did he do it, Wolfie? You shouldn't tell Spaz Chair things like that unless you mean it, because he's fucked up. I'm telling you, he'll do it. Kabuto says, if you can't find an answer, then there's nothing more. Nothing more you can do, so do the just thing and simply sacrifice yourself to me in the peace that I shall soon construct. I'm glad you brought that up, Kabuto. Now, see, to me, and again, I understand that some people, there's a lot of people really like Pain. I don't hate him. I just think he's full of shit. But that's just all of us individually how we see things. Put it this way, full of shit in the sense that that's a great quote that Kabuto put up right there. But it is so much the quote of somebody off the rails who is just cultish. It's a cultish quote. So, because what it all comes down to, no matter how many ways we slice it, no matter how many different paths we want to take to this piece that definitely Pervy Sage wanted, that Pain claims to want, there's never going to be a lasting peace as long as people are born with the nature that we're born with. It doesn't matter what we do, and it doesn't matter what Pain does. Even his grand scheme, of putting the beasts out there so the 5 nations are all equal. Even he said himself, eventually that peace will fail, and in which case I assume then he'll be satisfied that they've all seen some level of pain, and then he would probably dish out some more. Garrett says, how to offend feminists. 1, find feminists. 2, whip out the... whip out the dingus. 3, question mark, 4, profits. What the fuck? Whip out the dingus. I like that. Did you hear the joke about the Holocaust? It was hilarious. The Holocaust, it was hilarious. Garrett's making reference back to the other day. We watched a video called Hilarious. Spaz chair substitution no jutsu. Fucking spaz chair. Is it from that restaurant a couple blocks away? Yes, Jeremiah. Yeah, just right down the road. Yeah, yeah, like you said, actually about a block. Yep, exactly. Well, that's what, because it's unusual for us to get a knock on the door during the day. I'm like, what the hell is this about? Okay, Guns got the post of the day so far. They didn't cook it right, could still hear it bark. Because the Mexican and Texan were down there losing their shit. Well played. It's a good thing we don't have cats, or that would have been that would have been even more dead on. That's good. Well played, Gone. Oh yeah, Cesaro. Extra thick. Extra thick. Oh, that was good. Remember what Minato said about me? About Toby being a good boy? I cry every time I see future Gohan die and Trunks starts screaming. Yeah. I'll tell you, Dragon Ball has a different approach, and I think you guys agree, to getting to their feels moments, but they're pretty freaking effective when they get there. Is it gay to have a clone use sexy jutsu for sex? Well, great, Andy. Now you just made my head explode a little bit. All right, so you have the clone. So he makes a bunch of clones, and some of them do sexy jutsu. And Naruto, obviously, we learned, because this is how he progressed so fast, Naruto experiences everything the clones experience. Does that make Naruto gay? I don't know, though. It's still all yourself, so it's still the same. In essence, isn't it still the same as jerking off? Which might entirely make us gay, but wow, am I wicked gay then? That, Andy, that broke my brain a little bit, that one. I'd never thought about that. Working, but I listened to it all. Naruto's punches, Dad? I didn't follow that. Oh, you're working right now, Joe? But I listened to it. Oh, I'm glad you could be with us for some. I don't know what you mean though. Naruto's punches, Dad. Oh, when Naruto punched his dad, that freaking caught me off guard. At first, I was like, dude, what the fuck's your problem? But then when he starts talking after he punched him, you're kind of like, oh, yeah, okay, I kind of get that. Yeah, Minato probably had one coming anyway. But that was a great scene between them. King Sinbad, Iruka's speech. Iruka's an underrated character, I think. Iruka's speech and the flashbacks after the pain fight always make me tear up. It's more happy than sad, but chokes me up the way it's presented. Yeah, well, I can agree, King Sinbad. And I can back it up with just what I was talking about, how bittersweet stuff a lot of times will get to me even more than straight out sad stuff. And the best example I can give for that is just what I told you guys, Toy Story 3 at the end. Because when Andy's leaving, it's sad, but it's actually bittersweet. I mean, sadness is in some, because everybody's where they need to be. Andy's going to college. The toys have found a new and happy home. So you can't say it's actual sadness. It's just bittersweet because everybody's where they should be, but they're not together. So yes, I completely understand what you're saying, King Sinbad, because I think that's exactly the same thing. That bittersweet type of stuff is harder on me than straight out punch in the face sadness. I completely agree. Hold on, Garrett. Let me just make sure before I read that I got all. Okay, I am caught up. Garrett says, why do I miss communism? I don't have to pay the... I don't have to pay the horse. Why do I miss Nazism? I no longer have living targets. Holy shit. Jeez. Why is arranged marriage good? Don't have to kidnap kids anymore. To offend or not offend. Yeah, I'm with you, Garrett. I've never worried about level of offensiveness. Never. That's why it's funny. Because unfortunately, I shouldn't say unfortunately, because we all know that YouTube and Google are social justice warriors to the maximums. So I've had to acquiesce and play within those rules to a certain degree because I want to be able to keep the channel. I love what I'm doing here. I mean, I would be lost if I couldn't do these streams every day and stuff. So, I mean, sometimes, when you're in a no-win spot. So I toned down a little bit of the offensiveness. I'm sure you guys have seen that over time, just to keep the channel healthy. So I'm one of the few people I can say, typically people will be more offensive on the internet than they are in real life because, well, people don't, there's no instant reaction on the internet, so they feel safer. I'm one of the people I'm more offensive in real life than I am on the internet now. Because the one thing I always guarantee you guys, everything I've ever done on this channel or will ever do is just genuinely me. I don't put up any airs. Anything I would say on here, I would say in public. Anything I say about someone, I would say to their face. So I'm actually worse in real life than I am on internet life. My joke make you laugh, then I'm happy. Got to go see it. Oh, good. Well, thanks for hanging in while you could, Garrett. Yes, yeah, I always enjoy your jokes, pal. I like the fact that you took the restrictions off the Mexicans too. Everybody's in line and fair game now. Hey, Curtis, say something offensive. I says. I could say. Well, no, that saying something about having a big penis isn't offensive. It's just a balls out lie. You too, Em? That's what I mean. I actually tone it down. Well, I have to, again, because I want to keep our channel. So I have to tone my online persona down, and I'm much worse in real life. I so wish something offensive. Big Green. I so wish. I told you that story several times. I so wish you guys could have been there at that comedy club that night. I had all the feminists in there. Oh my God, that was funny. I can't even describe to you how angry they were. I mean, they if they could have, they would have absolutely hurt me. If you want some real heavy feels, check out Clanad. That's what everybody's saying, King Sinbad. Everybody was saying that is like the. Hold on a second. I'm going to be away from the chat for just a second. You guys got me curious. If nothing else, I want to call up its wiki page. You guys got me really curious now. Clanad. I wonder, where would I even go about watch? Well, probably tell me. Oh, visual novel. Clanad on Steam. Is it a game too? Oh, there's a Clanad on Steam, and it's rated 10 out of 10 from 1,400 reviews. Any of you played this Steam game? It's Japanese visual novel by Key, and which? Wow, for Windows PC. Oh, I see. Adult games and censored for the younger market. Any of you play that? Holy shit! I'm learning about it right there. Excuse me, guys. It's based off a game. Okay, I see. Did you like what Shikamaru said about Naruto? You're gonna see, Jeremiah. That was one of my favorite scenes so far. You guys know how I've expressed to you before how hard it is to edit these because I want to keep everything in. I love everything that's being said. I love what's being done. But that whole scene, excuse me, I'm sorry. That whole scene with Shikamaru's dad, right from where he begins, where he says, well, this is why we have to let Naruto go do his own thing because of what my son said. That whole thing made the cut. I was not cutting any of that. That was, I guess that's a good example of what we were talking about earlier. That's the kind of stuff that moves me. That understated stuff. Yes. Well, you'll see. You'll see my reaction to it when it goes up. I was very moved by that. Megabird says, Curtis, what do you think of YouTube ranters who use the criticism card as an excuse to attack other YouTubers? Yeah. You know, that's not my thing. For the most part, I think that's, if you have legitimate beef with somebody, if you have legitimate personal beef with somebody, I get that. if your whole shtick is to go on and explain to the world why this person sucks and that person sucks, that's not my thing. I think it's just kind of makes you a pussy. That's my honest opinion. Now, particularly, at least if somebody does it with their face and their name, it's one thing. The worst for me is people who want to do that and then want to hide behind an online entity. They want to keep their identity to themselves, but they want to tell the whole world why this person sucks, why that person's stupid. Those people are the worst. I think those, as far as I'm concerned, everybody who does that, to me, I automatically think a child molester or something, because what is so creepy about you that you don't have, that you want to go out and attack others, but you don't have the balls to do it with your face and your name behind it? So that's not my thing. I mean, I think you had a lot of ranters or vloggers that determined that, hey, if I badmouth somebody, it's a good way to get views and subs. So I think that's where it sprung up from. But yeah, it's not. Yeah, Leafy's a good example of that. That's why I was never a fan of Leafy, because again, hey, it worked for him. Fine, that's what he wants to do. But just ragging on people, you can rip apart anybody if you look closely enough at the things they do. That's not difficult. It's not anything witty. It's easy. No, Clannad, I think you will hate. It's girly anime. Really, Pew Dude? It's interesting. I mean, the brief reading I did right there on its wiki page is really interesting. You mean the man with no chin? I don't follow him close. I remember something about that, Chrome. I remember when, didn't Leafy, and again, you guys might have to correct me, I might be misremembering. Wasn't he the one that, he stayed anonymous for a long time, and then he finally posted pictures of himself, and everybody started busting balls on the fact they didn't have a chin? Is that what am I remembering that right? Well, I understand that point of view. I'll see the flip side. Then internet anonymity, because I want to see the idea of those who disagree with us. Oh, no. I want to be real specific, Hi. I completely understand why people want to keep internet anonymity. Completely understand that. However, I think if you want to use that anonymity just to go out and attack people left and right, I mean, to try and make a career out of attacking people, then I think that makes you a pussy. Yes, as far as general anonymity, sure, I understand. But to me, I don't have to be perfectly honest with you guys. I can tell you 100%. Any account I have is either Curtis Candy or Rusty Williams. I don't hide my identity no matter what I do. However, if I did, I would never use that anonymous one to attack people. I would, if I wanted to comment on something, wanted to join the conversation, hey, all that's fine. People have their reasons they don't want to give out their real identity. But I would never hide behind an internet or any type of pseudonym to go after somebody. Mega Dupe TV uses the criticism card. I don't know him, Roxas. You see, that's not my thing at all. I don't know. I think it's just wildly cowardly. At least, if you're going to do that, at least put your face and your name out there and face the reactions to it. Stop talking shit about Mark, Curtis. I wasn't even thinking about Mark. Mark just went completely off the rails. He was just coming up with stuff, anything out of the blue that he could throw to see if it would stick to the wall. So Sasuke is on his way to the Leaf. Who do you think he's going to kill first? Ooh, interesting question, Kabuto. I'm interested to see what his overall reaction is going to be when he sees the Leaf basically doesn't exist. I like iDubbbz gone. I like iDubbbz. My first thought is, and I don't think this will be the case, my first thought is, will that change how he feels at all? Because it's like now the Leaf, a big portion of the Leaf doesn't even exist anymore, not only structurally, but as far as the population. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how he reacts to seeing the Leaf gone. Black Hammer. What do you call a Mexican who lost his car? Carlos. That's pretty good. I like that. Zero respect for any YouTuber that hides his face, not just commentators. Yeah, see, again, Pew Dude, I try not to come down too hard on things because it's easy for me to do because I don't believe in it. But for me, I still don't have a problem with a YouTuber hiding his face. If, say, they want to just play games. If they want to do a gaming channel. Or if they want to do a review channel. That's cool. But if they want to come out after people or after entities or whatever, and you do it hiding again, with the need for anonymity, then I just think I always naturally assume there's something really fucked up about you. Something so fucked up that if we knew who you were, nobody would pay attention to you because we'd think you're such a creep that your opinion isn't valid. That's the way I look at it. But I mean, there's plenty of people in the chat here who use screen names. I don't have a problem with that. Again, there's a litany of reasons that someone would want to stay anonymous on the internet. I completely understand that. I just don't like the idea of people using that anonymity to just attack. It just makes you a pussy. Episode 170, 171 are filler. Actually, I think my list lives... I think I'd have to double check it. I think it lists them as having some canon content. I believe. I'd have to look at it again. Sammy, Mark was in here the other day. You almost had to experience Mark to really appreciate him. He went off the rails the other day. What was it first? First it was I was faking reactions to videos and that didn't stick. So then it was I took all the stuff that you guys have sent in to the P.O. box and I sold it all. But he mentioned in specific the katana sword at a time when I had it sitting right here. So I brought it out and showed it to everybody, and then he really went off the rails. Sil, have you ever had to deal with SJWs or feminists attacking your channel? Not my channel, Sil. Just because my channel, I mean, we've done a few political chats, but outside of that, my channel doesn't make a ton of political commentary. That's probably why. I mean, I'm sure SJWs or feminists have attacked me, but not under that guise, not for those reasons. I've had SJWs or feminists get into it with me on a bunch of occasions doing stand-up, doing, in live interaction, but not so much on the channel. I've gone back and forth with them like in Twitter and other forms of social media, but not here at the channel. But again, that's just because of the nature of the channel. Initially it was gaming. Now it's more anime related, so I don't talk politics enough really to get that kind of attack, I guess. Even on the few political streams we did and stuff, we had some people who came in with a little bit of umbrage, but nothing big. Look at my sexy cat block, Gon says. Donzo for Hokage. Yeah, King Sinbad. He would be on board that train. It's amazing with as little as I know about Donzo how much I already don't like that dipshit. Do people in real life judge you for having a YouTube channel? I don't really think I get a lot of judgy on it too much, Alex. People in my generation don't really understand it. They have no idea how YouTube works or anything. Or what I get a lot of too is, and the thing that always amazes me is people in my generation. If I explain to them, I say, yeah, well, I don't write anymore because I just take whatever I make on YouTube and that's what I use for my extra money. They're like, what do you mean extra money? It's like, what? And this is a conversation I have all the time. It's like, what do you mean? What I mean? Money, green stuff. I take whatever I make on YouTube and that's my extra money. How do you get paid on YouTube? So, well, and then you have to explain the whole thing to them and it's like a whole new world opens to them. It's like, what? I can just open a YouTube channel and make money? It's like, yeah, go start a YouTube channel. I'm sure you'll be rich in a couple weeks. But, do you remember Just a Robot? Oh, I forgot about him, Tristan. He's a perfect example of what we're talking about. Perfect example. This Just a Robot guy, he did a, I'll tell you some funny insiders about that too. I'll get right to that, Maz. I just want to, I had forgotten all about him. This Just a Robot, he does that. He totally anonymous, very protective of his real life persona, and his videos are just about attacking other people. So he made one about us saying, and attacking us, it was a while ago, what is it about? I don't understand how copyright works or something like that, or stealing content works. So in his chat, I went after him. I went back and forth, and we went back and forth, and he got hammered. He wasn't really holding up his end too well in that conversation. I don't know if the video is still up or not. That back and forth, the telling thing was, all of a sudden, a few new people started coming to our channel. And, oh, I saw you on Just a Robot, and, well, what do you think about when he said this? What do you think about when he said that? And it's like, well, if you want to know what I think about it, just go on Just a Robot's channel. We had a conversation about it in the chat section. Then, surprisingly, you know what you should do from these new people? You should make a video discounting everything he said. You shouldn't let him get away with that. You should make a video telling everybody, defending yourself, so people will know that what he said isn't true. And it's like, oh, there you go. So now his toadies or his own separate accounts, I would guess, he comes in and tries to get you to make a video because I had probably 10 times the subscribers he did. So his thought was, if I make a video about it, it'll get some attention to his channel, be it positive or negative. As soon as I saw new accounts coming in and saying, you should go make a video defending yourself, it's like, well, now we know why Just a Robot makes these videos. Maz says, since someone mentioned Clannad and visual novels, Katawa Shoujo was surprisingly mature and emotional for a dating visual novel written by people from... It was written by people from 4chan? That's kind of cool. What's the name of that? Katawa Shoujo. Hold on, let me make sure I'm caught up, Maz, and then I'll look at it in a second. Let me open a window and put it in there first. I'm curious to see what that is. I like looking this stuff up. All right, let me get back to the chats here. Not just brightening my day, it's swelling my peenie. Or penis, except for, you know, YouTube can't have a word like penis in a super chat post. Do you know how offended we would all be? We would be scarred for life. Good thing they... Oh, man. Whoo, good thing they censor that stuff. He did one burning the hell out of Tyrone. Did he? To be honest with you, Tristan, I'd forgotten about him. I figured he was still doing a stick. But again, that's another reason I won't engage him any further than what I did. I just don't have respect for people that hide behind anonymity to do these things. You know, if he wanted to show his face, hey, if he wanted to show his face, I'd say, you want some exposure? I'll give you some exposure. You come on a live stream and we'll debate the whole issue. We'll debate the whole issue from top to bottom. You can plug your channel as much as you want. And then let's see if you don't come out looking like a fucking idiot. But obviously he won't, because I must use a robot voice because people can't know who I am. And when I challenged him on it, I challenged him when we were going back and forth about that, I said, listen, you're just hiding behind the anonymity of the internet. I said, people who do that are cowards. And his defense was basically, I'm not a coward. I do this because it would be sensitive for the things I say to be known in real life. It's like, that's what I just said. You're a fucking coward. You don't have the balls to stand behind your points of view. Seriously, we have to censor penis, Hitler, and semen. Unfucking believable. Now, I was told, again, somebody told me, I mentioned this to you guys before, that apparently this is getting censored now, the super chats, because some YouTubers were getting bullied in super chat. I guess specifically some female YouTubers. And I see that's a sensitive topic for me because I hate bullying. So I hate anybody getting bullied. But I think that's a stupid way to... You're not going to stop people from bullying because you censor certain things. Look how easy it is for us to get around it. You put an asterisk in, everybody still knows what it means. I would think the ultimate response would be for those YouTubers who don't want to be bullied. So somebody pays for a super chat, you go, you see what they have to say, and then you go, oh, thanks for the money, and you ban them. Well, we can't ban them anymore. You silence them. So you would get the ultimate revenge in the respect that they just gave you money to send them packing. I would think that was the best way to handle it. Yeah, and now, oh, hold on. Do you think a YouTube channel can help build confidence? For some people, I think it can, Alex. Sure, especially if people have a fear of public speaking. Sure. I mean, I would certainly recommend starting a YouTube channel if you had a fear of public speaking to going out in front of a live audience or something, because some people get, you know, and do stand-up, for instance, because that's harsh, and I mean, the reaction is immediate. At least you can test the waters a little bit doing it on a YouTube channel, and you don't, you know, you face the wrath later in the comments section, not live. So yeah, I think it could help build confidence, sure. And especially if you find out that you do whatever you're talking about, if you're good at it and people appreciate it, it can only make you feel better about it. You can't find the comments on just... That doesn't surprise me. Akaraja. He deleted them. That doesn't surprise me. Yeah, there was a long back and forth between the two of us in his comment section, and there was one. I think they came in. It's been a while now. I forgot. They might have come into one of our videos too, because I got private messages from some of the, like I say, those new accounts that popped up. But around that same time, whenever his video came out, but it's been way too long. I couldn't tell you what video of ours. There was some conversation in there too. Oh, Brother E says, Curtis, I painted my laptop black hoping it would run faster. Now it doesn't work. Oh, that's harsh. Oh, shit. Oh, that's funny. But yeah, that's, as far as that goes, that's my stance on it. Again, I completely get, I don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable with it. I get why people want to be anonymous on the internet. Wholly understand it. I just, again, you take it to that level, it's like, I'm going to hide behind this anonymity to tell you why this person sucks and that person sucks, and I'm going to stay anonymous because I don't want anybody to tell me why I suck. So, yeah, you're just a pussy. Again, as far as I'm concerned, those people, I see them as child rapists. It's like, what are you hiding? Go up to a girl and tell her you're hotter than the bottom of my laptop. Will that work, Alex? I got an older laptop, too, and that fucker gets really hot. I put it on my lap on purpose because, you know. Turns in the car says, Kabuto is cool, don't you think? No. Fuck Kabuto. Fucking Kabuto. Kabuto is the kind of guy who would start an anonymous YouTube channel just bashing people. That would be Kabuto's game. Oh, I wanted to look that up. Oh, and the best part about Katawa Shoujo, it's free. Oh, really? Not stream friendly, though, because of sex scenes, but the Hanako, oh, girl in my avatar, archived me in tears throughout the last third. Really? Hold on a second. I got that called up. I forgot to go back to it. Let me just look at it real quick, guys. Katawa Shoujo? Crippled girls, translated disability girls. Really? By Foley Studios, that tells the story of a young man and 5 young women living with varying disabilities. Really? That's freaking different. The game is licensed under Creative Commons. Oh yeah, Creative Commons license on the game. The majority of the story takes place at fictional Yamaku High School for disabled children, located somewhere in the modern northern Japan. Wow, that's completely different. Holy shit. And of course, that's kind of interesting to me too, because so much of our life, it revolves around disabled people. I mean, my stepdaughter is multiply disabled, sits in a wheelchair. I told you guys years ago we adopted a young man who had cerebral palsy and sits in a wheelchair. I mean, he's an adult now. He's grown up doing his own thing. We provide in-home 24-hour care for a disabled older woman. So a lot of our life revolves around disabled people. Joe says, bully, oh no, censorship, my mortal enemy. I not to fly regret everything I have done. Damn you, YouTube. I shall get you back somehow. Emo Sasuke. Yeah, censorship, my mortal enemy. I like it, Joe. Hold on. Hold on, let me make sure I didn't miss anything here. Joe, instantly regret everything. Damn autocorrect. Okay, that's what I was trying to get to. Instantly regret everything. Yes, I knew it had to be something along those lines. I instantly regret everything I've done. You know, it'd be fun to see. It'd be fun to see people like that getting exposed. And again, I don't want anything bad to happen to them. Don't get me wrong. I just mean, if all of a sudden it becomes common knowledge, somebody's name and their real identity, I wonder how quick they'd be to back off everything they've said. Would they just fold the channel and hide back into the shadows, or what would happen? I mean, the thing of it is, they're not too smart, too. I mean, fortunately, for, like, say for Just a Robot. Say I was the kind of guy who got really pissed off about that. Personally, again, if you hide behind anonymity of the internet, I don't really have any respect for you, so I don't really care what you think. But suppose I had been one of these people that, like, flies off the handle at something like that. There are plenty of places you can go online and pay people to out someone. There are people with good, strong 4chan connections, deep web connections that can find anybody. Especially if you have a YouTube channel, have been posting to it regularly, they can find you. Suppose I said, you know what? I'm going to go pay somebody $100 and I'm going to find out who you are. they take a real risk doing that stuff if they really want to stay anonymous. Aren't commentaries just another form of reaction videos? I didn't get Robot's criticisms when he was also reacting to yours and other people's video. You're 100% right, Simmy. That's absolutely true. That's absolutely true. It is another form of reaction video. It is. But his stance was, well, I never use the entirety of the content. And like I told him, I only use entirety of the content if it's from a YouTube video where the person, because the third-party claiming system works real well. When we have a third-party claim come in on a video, it's instant. It never, it never makes any money for us. It goes directly to them. So the system really works well. I don't know where people got the misconception that it doesn't work. But anyway, I pointed that out to him. And he says, well, that's not all there is to it. I said, but why would somebody have an issue with us using it unless it was monetary? I said, so you're saying we're stealing money from them? We're not. I'll put in a third-party claim. He didn't have an answer for that one either. But they never do. Again, it was just because at the time, you have to remember, too, he did that some time ago. At the time, that was like an in thing, was to go off on reaction channels, so he knew he could get an audience by doing it. Now it's calmed down because people have realized, oh, well, yeah, it is actually admissible. Killer B says, who's stronger in your opinion right now, Sasuke or Naruto? I was thinking about that earlier. Also, don't you think it's funny how Nagato and Naruto are both Uzumaki and Naruto doesn't know? How Nagato and Naruto are both Uzumaki? Well, I know that Nagato has Pervy Sage as his instructor, as his sensei, but I don't know about anything. I'm not sure what you're getting at there. As far as who is Sasuke, stronger Sasuke or Naruto, I thought all along it was clearly Sasuke. Now, after having seen Naruto fighting pain, I think it's at best even. If anything, I would give Naruto a slight edge. Because Killer B, without the backup of Suigetsu and Jugo, Killer B would have killed Sasuke. That was it. So, but I don't know the full extent of Killer B's abilities. But right now, I kind of give a slight edge to Naruto. I honestly was surprised how well they handled the disability aspect and didn't just turn it into a fetish game. Really, Maz? So they handle it respectfully? That part is really interesting to me because, again, being so, we're so involved with disabled people, that was kind of fascinating to me when I read that part of it. Especially if they handle it as part of the storyline and as not the butt to a joke or something. And again, I can laugh at anything. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if you're going to have disabled characters, even if you want to make them funny, do it within the framework of their disabilities. And that's only true if you tie in social media. I got to remember what we're talking about. I've had so many things come up. When we're talking about the anonymity. Yeah. Like I say, it's for me again. When people want to be, I said it already. When people want to be anonymous, I'm good with that. If all they want to do is just chat and hang out and make their comments, it's just when they want to go on the attack, it just makes anonymity to me is an admission that basically you think if people know who you were, they would have no respect for your opinions. Because otherwise, why would let's use Just a Robot for example? Why not put your face on there? I mean, you got all these strong opinions about people and about issues. Put your face behind them. Put your name behind them. Let's see. I think you would love Soikage's take on Kabuto. Top post. Oh, Manu, I can't wait to start watching Soikage's videos. But the gang here has warned me to stay away from them until I get further or through with Shippuden. That most all of them will have some sort of a spoiler. Even if it's just about power levels or something like that, something will spoil. Swiggity swag, put the money in the bag. But I love Soikage. Love him. Why do you think Pain is the most favorite character in Naruto? Is he the young one? Is that true? Why do you think Pain is the most favorite character in Naruto? I don't know. I didn't realize he was. I can see why people would like him. But again, it all depends, I think, on Nagato isn't Uzumaki, red hair. It's no spoiler. See, I don't know anything about that. That I don't know. again, that's news to me. I don't even know. I don't worry about it being a spoiler because I don't even know how that would fit into the plot lines. But I didn't know how to respond to it because I just didn't know it. Oh shit! I forgot what was I just talking about. God damn it! I hate when I do that. I completely lost what I was talking about. Big surprise. Point was more, it's not really that easy to uncover someone's real identity unless they're really stupid about mixing their online identities. Yeah, that's, well, from what I've read up on it, I can't do it. Don't get me wrong, I don't have the knowledge to do it, but I guess there are like little, well, we all know how 4chan and places like that operate. I guess there are little groups of people that, yeah, I do know that to find people, to find the anonymous people, they try, the first method they take is in trying to associate their anonymous accounts with some other accounts they may have online that might not be so anonymous. I know they go through, now like for instance, if you got a YouTuber who's making anonymous videos, what they apparently do is they go through and they listen to every detail of what they say. And according to these people, from what I read an article about it, they say people will always give away little hints about who they are if you listen to them close enough. And I mean, I can't do it. I'm just telling you what I read in this article. That's the only way I know it exists, is the article was about people who go about finding out who anonymous people on the internet are and the methods they use. And they talk to a lot of 4chan members. I guess 4chan is like really, that's like a badge of honor for them to be able to uncover someone. That's what the article is saying anyway. Again, it's well beyond my ability level. Matsuo. Hey, Gramps, quick question. Would you rather have the Sharingan, Rinnegan, or Sage Mode? Oh, fuck. I was just going to give you my answer, but you threw Sage Mode in there. I think Rinnegan over Sharingan. But boy, now that I know more about Sage... Oh, Matsuo, this one's tough. I'm not going to wimp out and say I don't know, even though I'm not 100% sure. From what I've seen so far, I like Sage Mode. I'm going to take Sage Mode. That was just so freaking badass. Holy shit, that Sage Mode shit was cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that for right now. What about you guys, though? What would you guys take? Maz, the characters have either learned to live with their disability, or their issues come from secondary aspects of their disability, like with Hanako. Her issues are the social problems of having burns, not the burns themselves. That's kind of cool. I mean, it's kind of cool, and it's gratifying that they go that deep into the characters and basically how they approach life with these disabilities. That's something I would like to check. Might be a way I could even get, because obviously my wife is very much involved in the disabled community and services for the disabled and things of that nature. It might be a way to actually finally get her to watch something in anime with me. That she might watch, especially the way you're saying that they treat the disabilities with respect. I might be able to get her to watch a little anime with me finally. So says DBZ chicks. Bulma 18 Chi-Chi, Marin, the chick, right? Or Naruto chicks. Oof. If you had said her One Piece chicks, that's easy. I got to go with the One Piece girls. And you guys are saying to Sage Mode, Joe? Guys, give me your answer to Sill's question here too. I gotta go with Naruto. The way between you got Tsunade at the top of the class, and that's pretty tough to beat. But the younger girls, as they got older, just became gorgeous. I mean, Hinata's beautiful. Tamari is thick and cute as hell. Yeah, I got to give the edge to the Naruto girls. I want to go back to them and see what you guys are saying. Sage Mode, Rinnegan has more abilities. Gum Gum Fruit Looks Box says, yeah, but then you can't swim anymore, pal. Sage Mode even more later on. Rinnegan? So it looks like Sharingan is pretty much, of those three, at least by opinions of the people here, Sharingan is the least, because it seems like it's all Rinnegan or Sage Mode. Rinnegan in one eye, Sharingan in the other, and Sage Mode on top of all that. That's why I choose John the Guy. So that's like game over, bitches, at that point. Yeah. Sharingan? Okay, there's a super old school like Sharingan. Naruto battles always end up with Uchiha versus Senju. You'll know that later. Rinnegan. See, Rinnegan is pretty badass. Let's see. When someone's channel picks up steam, they get hate. Oh, sure, anytime, Alex. It doesn't even matter what you're doing on YouTube. I mean, you can be doing the most family-friendly, sweet things in the world. You can be doing Disney toy reviews or whatever, but there's such a level of douchebaggery out there. A lot of times that, again, anonymity provides everybody. Yes, you're right. As soon as a YouTube channel picks up steam, they get tons of hate. Oh, we forgot 21. That's right. But even with 21, I gotta stay with the Naruto girls, Naruto chicks. Okay, now Itachi is hunting their garden. Naruto. DBZ, Jack Queen says Naruto. DBZ, Big Green. Emerald. Oh, okay, Lord Yamcha likes the Rinnegan too. Naruto. DBZ's getting more support than I thought though. Naruto chicks 100%. Tamari got beautiful as she got older. Poor Byakugan, no one wants it. Yeah, it just doesn't seem to measure up to the others, does it, Pew Dude? Tamari, again, shortly after, we had the time gap there and everybody had matured more, there was a scene with Tamari and it took me aback. It's like, holy shit, she went from girl to full out woman here. Naruto girls. Yeah, I'm comfortable with that one. I gotta stick with Naruto girls. The power level's not so much. I'm gonna stick with Sage mode, but just barely. But yeah, the Naruto girls. And again, that class is headed by Tsunade, and you guys know what I think of Tsunade, so Tsunade makes it wiggle hard. Oh, the correct answer is always police girl, Sammy. 100%. She just wasn't an option in that particular question, but yes, the correct answer is always police girl. Armando, I think everyone is just mentioning that Nagato, Pain, Karen, and Naruto all belong to the same clan, Uzumaki, and only Nagato is aware of it. Oh, all right. Yeah, and again, and you guys know me too, not only, the toughest thing for me is not so much absorbing storylines, because you guys see this all the time, it's remembering storylines, remembering what I already learned. But I get what you're saying, Armando. I see what you're saying. Naruto, Ino got really cute too, and Ino always with that belly shirt on with those badass abs. Tamario's voice is hot. I agreed. Chuthankar, I agree. But Tamari was the one I think that surprised. Baron, did I say that right? From Indonesia. Good to see you, pal. Tamari was the one, for whatever reason, just struck me the most visually when they went through that time skip, basically. It's like, holy crap, she got gorgeous. I don't watch as much boxing as I used to, Bato, just because boxing just took, after the 80s into the 90s, just took a really hard downturn in quality of fighters. I still watch occasionally, but not nearly as much as I used to. I'm still a fan. I love boxing. I just haven't had as many fighters that piqued my interest to keep watching. But I watched it for decades, grew up with it. What about Conan? Yeah, Conan's got too much. I'd be too afraid of paper cuts with Conan. Just it would scare me. That's what everybody's saying, Dark Knight. Tsunade is hot, but her real form is old. As a matter of fact, I'm glad Dark Knight brought that up. 1010 is cute too. I forgot about 1010 gone. I thought I saw something. I didn't mention it at the time of the video. When the fight begins between Naruto and Pain, and what am I trying to say here? And Sakura takes Lady Tsunade's hand. It looked like it was the hand of an older woman. So giving away all her chakra. I haven't seen her yet. I'm thinking that when we see her again, she might be aged, because it looked like, unless it was just the way it was drawn, it looked like an older hand and arm when Sakura took her hand. What are my T levels? Too goddamn high, Alex, for my age. I'm just convinced they're too high. My wife talks about that all the time too. Between being a perv like I am and being as aggressive in real life as I still am, I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. The only reason I don't get in a fight every goddamn day because something will piss me off is because I can't afford to do the jail time, because my family needs me. Let's see. Curtis, thoughts on a famous quote: "You're entitled to your own opinion, not your own facts." I agree with that. It's the whole Ben Shapiro things. You know, facts don't care about your feelings. I'm with that 100%. I think facts trump feelings in a debate situation. Put it that way. Ino is Bay and Baruto. Really, Manu? I believe it. I mean, the girls in Naruto grew up well. Conan is extra thick. Yeah, I knew that, Nissan. I knew Tsunade was in her 50s. But again, you guys know the only appearance I've seen of her is the current one where apparently, what is that? Is that a jutsu? Jutsu she uses or something to keep herself young, right? 50 to 53, John? Oh, yeah. Me too, Minato. Juicy titties. Karen, there's something about Karen, Deadpool. You know, no titties or anything, but you're right. She's got kind of that, well, like I said in the video, she's got that hot nerd look to her. What is #1 anime waifu? Chaotic? My girl Sarah's Victoria. I love Police Girl. Bitches love cannons, and I love bitches that love cannons. Yeah. There's just something about her between the voice, the look, the attitude, everything. Is it Beren Sasen? I probably blew it. Karen is kind of high. I'm with you, high. That's what I mean. Even though she doesn't, doesn't have the titties hanging out in the whole nine. There's just something about that hot nerd look that's kind of cool. 21 is hot. I've seen video clips of her and I've seen pictures. Yes, 21 is hot. Colin says I'd fuck Nerdy Red. Karen is too needy. That she is, Joe. Holy shit. I mean, she makes Sakura look well adjusted with her fawning. I mean, because as bad as Sakura was, I don't know. Maybe it's better because Karen's right up front about it. Karen has done everything but just dropped down on her knees in front of Sasuke and said, hold on a second, I want to do something here. So maybe the more direct route is better. Thoughts on Naruto having no answer to Pain's question about bringing peace? That's an interesting one, Dragon Blade. I have no problem with it because I don't think there is an answer for it. I think Pain believes there is, but I don't think there is an answer for bringing peace. So I don't think it's reasonable to expect anyone to have that answer because I don't think it exists. Very little. How much do I know about Boruto, the series? Very little. Other than that, it's the continuation of the Naruto series. Everybody's older. Other than that, not much of anything. King Sinbad, Bang, Marry, Kill, Kabuto, Danzo, Orochimaru. Oh God. We can't do 3 kills there. Alright, I would kill Kabuto right off because that would make me happy. Bang Orochimaru because he's definitely the most feminine looking of them. Marry Danzo and then kill him in his sleep later. That's what I'd have to go with. Armando says, yes, if you recall, Jiraiya mentioned that Tsunade is an old woman who uses jutsu to keep her good looks, the mark on her forehead. Oh, okay. That's okay. So that's right, too. Now that Armando said that, because she had just said, or it was just pointed out by one of the ninjas there that the mark on her forehead was gone because she had given all her jutsu to the slugs to protect everybody. That's right. I did forget about that, Armando. See, that's my problem is anything that isn't a major detail, I forget all the time. So she probably is an old woman now. So I was probably right then when Sakura took her hand. It was an old woman's hand. Yeah, very cool. It all comes together for me eventually. As long as you guys keep pounding me in the head with information long enough, eventually I put it together. Matsuo says, I can't wait to see your reaction to the next arc with Sasuke in the center. It's quite the spectacle, and I really want to see you react to Sasuke. I've heard, Matsuo, a lot of people have been telling me that Sasuke becomes front and center moving forward. And I don't have a problem with that, because I like the way they've taken Naruto's character. So I'd like to see I'd like to see if Sasuke can stop his constant vengeful brooding. That's what I'd like to see. I would like to see Sasuke's character have an arc to where he is able to function at least semi-normally. I mean, again, I get a lot of it. Just like a lot of characters in Naruto, he certainly went through a lot. He certainly went through enough that you could understand why he is the brooding sort that he is, but it would be nice to see him be able to make a character arc and at least function at some level normally. Naruto's last name is Uzumaki, not Namikaze, only because the fact that he is Minato's son is a state secret, so he inherited his mom's last name. Ah, well, that would make sense. All right, that makes sense, Jeremiah. All right, that I get that now. That I can put together. I get that. Berserk 90s anime is good and only 25. Yeah, Super Loja, everybody says that about Berserk. We've seen a few clips of it on streams and stuff, and it looks fun. It looks really cool. No, I don't think Tsunade's older than me, Rowan. I don't think. I'm 56. Isn't she supposed to be like early 50s? Or am I wrong? I thought I was a little older, but again, I could be wrong. I bet the creator made Karen worse than Sakura to take the hate off Useless because she was based on his wife. Oh man. Yeah, elusive. Again. And Big Green says it too. Berserk is one of those series too that rarely ever do I hear a negative about. Whenever it comes up, we get just what you guys are saying there. Everybody likes it. Oh, Deadpool, she's around 58. Okay, so I was wrong. I was thinking that she was in early 50s, so she might have me in age. Tsunade will make money in hentai. Oh, absolutely, she'd make money in hentai, no doubt. Yeah, Tsunade is just right for me, Sammy. What the hell? Hook me up, guys. I just can't wait to go do a con. I got, as you guys can see, I have to have my visual so I can see it. I got my Jiraiya wig that you guys sent to me right here. I got it. I got to get to a con. Excuse me. Did you know? John the Guy says, did you know? Originally, Sasuke wasn't supposed to be in the series. No, Kishimoto's editor advised him to add a rival character. No shit. I didn't know that. Or if I did, I forgot. Oh, that's kind of cool. It seems like in any type of storytelling, whether it's in the comics or if it's in anime or if it's in even TV series to a certain degree, it seems like that happens a lot. That sometimes main or pivotal characters either weren't in the original plans or they were like, there's so many times I know on TV shows and stuff where a character was supposed to come in for a one-off and then they end up staying and becoming the focal point of a series and stuff. So that's always kind of cool when you have that background on it. I highly recommend a Kame God Kill if you haven't seen it. That's another one, Killer B. I've only seen clips of on the live streams that the gang has shown me. But again, another highly recommended one. The only ones we get recommended, well, not only, but the ones that stick out to me, the ones we get recommended that have a lot of negative as well as the positive are Fairy Tail and Bleach. Berserk stays pretty much all positive. Hunter x Hunter all positive. Very rarely do we get a downside to One Piece, things of that nature. But Akame ga Kill, we haven't watched any of that in quite some time, have we, guys? But yes, it has been recommended. Kabuto is the train operator. That I believe, Matt. That I entirely believe. Though putting him in the train here to annoy me would just be the absolute perfection of life. Just as perfectly poetic as you could get. King Sinbad says, the way you react to the philosophies in Naruto, I'm curious to see how you'd react to the many and much deeper philosophies in Fullmetal Alchemist. Several people have said that to me, King Sinbad, and that actually entices me to the series even more because I like thinking while you're watching. I do enjoy that. Even if my opinion or my thought or my take on something is completely different than the majority's, it's still fun to do. So yes, and again, FMA is another series that I never see anything bad about. Everybody likes that as well. We're going to have to figure this out. This is going to be really tough to figure out what series we can watch going forward. And then when we know that, figuring out which one to do. Because, again, I just had no idea there was this length and legend of anime out there and quality anime out there. Fullmetal Alchemist is a great series, by the way. Yeah, that's everybody says. Naruto Deep is plebeian compared to FMA Brotherhood Deep. Really high. See, I would like that. And High says, I like Deep. Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, Kashyap. You'll have a lot of people agreeing with you on that because a lot of people have already told me they consider that one the best. Yep, there it is right there. Politics. Yep. There are so many good ones, Elusive. And And that's what surprised at first when you guys first started me getting me into anime with Dragon Ball through DBZA. I liked it immediately. You know, I really did take to it. It's like, wow, this is way better than I thought it was going to be. Then I started watching the actual Dragon Ball. And it's like, this is even better than I thought it was going to be, having watched the anime or having watched the abridged. But I always, in the back of my mind, it's like, okay, so anime was able to come up with a good series. I never imagined that the entirety of anime, or at least the entirety of the well-known anime, is so freaking good. I am continually, to this day, amazed by that. I really, really enjoy it. I hate Berserk 90 because its ending traumatized me as a child. Completely my fault, though, Sammy says. Really? That rough, Sammy? See, that's... What were the... Oh, God, I forgot where I put that note. I'll have to find it. I have a note here. Oh, right here. The two that seem like we might be able to watch, and this isn't a promise, guys. I still have to research it more. The two that it seems like we might be able to watch in reaction videos, seems like they might be okay with them, are Cowboy Bebop and Yu Yu Hakusho. And I had made notes of this earlier because, again, I don't remember anything. You guys had told me if it comes down to those two, to do Bebop first because there's only 25 episodes of it. But the others, we might have to do, and I promise you I will get to it, guys. I'll take one of these series and I'll do a couple of the videos I talked to you about before about doing review videos where I watch a couple episodes and do a review with my little TV by the side to just show clips highlighting what I'm talking about, because that is clearly, undeniably, without any possible ramifications otherwise, that is clearly fair use. So if you guys like it that way, then we'd have a way to go forward with the ones that we can't do with the actual video in the corner of the screen. Ones like series like One Piece or Hunter x Hunter. Death Note, I got to finish it, young one. Yeah, that put us off the rails. Excuse me, because we were watching that on Rift TV, and Rift TV went belly up, so it kind of screwed us on that one. I was right in the middle of it. Love Code Geass. I always forget how the pronunciation on that. And again, you're not alone there. A lot of people mention that one. It's funny you say that in that way, Maz. He says, Bebop is a must-see for any anime fan. That specific sentence, or that specific sentiment, I've heard more about Bebop than any others. That I've had a lot of people tell me that if you like anime, you can't... Well, basically it's been said to me, you can't even say that you're an anime fan unless you've seen Cowboy Bebop. Geass. Okay, I was right on that one then. Okay, Big Green. I always get that one mixed up. But yeah, several people have told me that, which again, gets your interest all the more piqued for it. But... That more than any other series, I've heard that sentiment that if you're into anime, or that you can't say you're into anime if you haven't seen it. Zankyu No Terror? King Sinbad says it's only 11 episodes. Really? What's that one? I've never heard of. That name is brand new to me. Oh, guys, I'm just going to open up another window here real quick. I like seeing their wiki pages. It's a good way to get a quick, basic idea of what something's about. Come on, give me Zankyu No Terror. Terror in Resonance. Oh. Okay. Oh, so that's... Okay, so that's the other name, is Terror in Resonance. It's a Japanese anime television series. And its final episode... In an alternate iteration of the present, Tokyo has been hit by a terrorist attack that has devastated the city. The only evidence of the culprits is a cryptic video uploaded to the internet, which sparks paranoia across Japan. Unbeknownst to the authorities... is that the terrorist masterminds who call themselves Sphinx are two teenage boys who go by the names 9 and 12. Wow. That's kind of a deep and different plot. Holy shit. That's cool. I'll tell you, the creators of anime series, whether it came from manga or light novels, wherever it comes from, but damn, Hollywood always defends itself because there are so many remakes and stuff all the time, and Hollywood will defend itself by saying, well, pretty much every storyline has been covered. But anime, to me, when you hear Hollywood say that, anime is like, hold my beer, fuck you, and they come up with something brand new. Because their plot origins are really, really creative in anime. Mara says, Bebop isn't the best anime in any single aspect, but it's probably the best total package anime out there. Story, characters, visuals, music, etc. That's cool. I mean, I'm hoping that's the case. I'm hoping I find out when we finish Shippuden that I can watch Cowboy Bebop episodes as reaction videos. I really am, because I think that'd be perfect, and especially with, again, like you guys said, it's only 25 episodes. It'd be something really, really fun for us to do together. Alex says, "Hey Curtis, can you fuck me in my little cheeky butt?" Yeah, I got a lot I got to do this afternoon, but we'll fit it in. Get it fitted in. Ha! Claymore is good as fucking. Unlike Berserk, it has an ending. Well, somebody wasn't. Sammy said he was traumatized by Berserk's ending. Mr. Vato says, "Oh wait, I want to get it back. I want to make sure I say it right. Cowboy Bebop gave me my first anime boner." I like it. From Brazil, good to see you, Benji. Is Gurren Lagann. Now that one I have heard of, League 91. I don't remember a lot about it, but we've seen little clips of that one. That name I remember. Yeah, Berserk isn't for the faint of heart. That I've seen from the clips, Loot Angel. Yeah, the intensity of Berserk. Yeah, it's out there. Now Bleach, I gotta say, and again, I don't want to try and pronounce your name and just horribly mangle it. Bleach has a lot of strong supporters and a lot of people that just don't like it. That's in itself is kind of interesting to me. Hajime no Ippo, we've watched lots of clips of that, Ivy. Yeah, and again, being a boxing fan, that's not a hard sell for me. I was always so amazed that there was a boxing anime out there. I watched 170, 171, no canon material, but fun though. Well, here, I'll open it up while we're talking. I'll tell you if I'll be watching it or not, because you guys know I've got, just to make it easiest, excuse me, guys. You know, I've got that one specific list I go by as to what we watch or what we'll circle back to. Let's see, where the hell is it? Shit within fillers. Let's see what my list says. I forgot where it tells me to pick them up. Oh no, you are correct, Jeremiah. It says right here, 170 and 171 are entirely filler. So that's where I'll be skipping 170 and 171. Yep, you're right. I thought they had those listed as partially canon, but they don't. They have them listed as all filler. Is DBZ a kickboxing anime? What kind of opponent's power? You know, kickboxing with the ability to kick a galaxy into oblivion. Let's watch later. Darker Than Black? What is that, Hawkster? Darker Than Black? You got me a bit curious with that. Oh shit! Spaz Kid gets out on time today. I'm sitting here and just see. This is the thing, especially in these chat streams. I just get enjoying the chat so much. It's like, oh yeah, Spaz Kid, he's out of school and walking around somewhere. Wow, Darker Than Black. Hyde takes orders from the Syndicate in Tokyo. The Black Contract is an anime television series. Wow. Damn, there's so many good. Holy shit! Yeah. That's the thing. I don't have enough years of life left that I'm gonna ever be able to watch all the anime I want to see. Shit. Jeez. M says, "Fuck Fast Kid. He can walk." and in fairness to him, guys, if I asked him to, he honestly would. I just don't like doing that to him. Again, just because the kid really has a brutal schedule lately, and if I go get him, that's all that much more time he's got to get his homework done and stuff, and maybe actually enjoy his evening a little bit. John, the guy, says, Bleach's storytelling isn't as good in my opinion, but it has some really, really cool characters and abilities. Soundtrack is on point too. Yes, I have we've seen extended clips, John. I do like the musical background, the clips I've seen, and I do like the fighting. But I've heard from several people the storytelling isn't as good and that it ran out of gas. I hear that about Fairy Tail and Bleach, that the storytelling really drops off after a while. Just wondering what episode of Naruto you're currently on? Sure, Matsuo. I think it was, what did I tell you guys, 169? Yes, oh, so shit. Yeah, I did 169 today, so it's a good thing you pointed that out. Well, I would have looked at my list anyway, but it's a good thing you pointed that out, Jeremiah. So we will be skipping, I'm surprised we're skipping 170 and 171, where 169 left us off with Naruto talking to Pain. I'm really surprised. So then that filler pops in right in between that, because where I left off on 169, Pain was about to explain everything. Miko says, have you noticed how Guy is always excluded from the big battles by the plot, like with Sasuke, Data, and Pain? I wonder why. You know, I actually have noticed that, Miko. It's like, and it's just like what happened here in this battle. Team Guy shows up just after all the fighting took place. You're right. You're right. No, I have wondered why. I do not know why. Other than that, I know he only has, you know, he doesn't have the extreme abilities of, for instance, Kakashi with the Sharingan and stuff. But no, I have thought about that actually. Mono is full. Yeah, 1 to 69. Yeah, I'll be skipping them, but I'm just surprised where 69 left 69. Where 169 left off. You know, where Pain says, I'm going to tell you my pain. I was like, oh, okay, tomorrow we're really gonna get filled in, but maybe not. Guys, I apologize. I gotta go. I got so interested in our chat and having a good time and talking, I completely forgot about poor Spaz Kid. Fuck you, Train Indeed. We knew he'd have to show up, Big Green. Guys, thank you so much for this chat. Again, as you can tell, I really enjoyed it because I almost forgot my kid. Well, this fall he'll be in college. He's going to be 40 miles away and doing his own motivating. So at least, I mean, that's going to be tough for me when the kid goes to college, you guys. But it'll free us up even more time for chatting and stuff. Oh, so flashily, Nissan. But thank you, guys. This was a great chat today. I really had fun with this. I love these anime chats more and more all the time. Thank you again. I'll talk to you guys as soon as I can. Pamfu. We'll bang. Flashily. We will bang so flashily. Our big bright red noses will pop right off. And they'll pop off flashily. Okay?